As Sean Bean's character in Lord of the Rings says, one does not simply take an arrow to the knee, but in Denise's case, it was an arrow through the eye socket. Welcome back to Fog Entertainment. It's Walking Dead, Season 6, Episode 14, twice as far. We followed two Diddy groups. Episode was pretty bad, but you know what? Pretty cool death. I'll give them that. I'll give them credit for that. It was a unique death. Incorporate it from the paper that laid out the comics.
Yes, I felt like I took an arrow through the eye watching this episode. Just a very Denise heavy episode. And I mean, it was kind of one of those ones where you kind of knew that Denise was a goner. If you take the Walking Dead logic, if you're not a main character and you get decent screen time during an episode, then the likelihood is your number very well could be up. And we've seen Denise get quite a lot of screen time here. And she ended up saying goodbye to us come the end of the episode. But yeah, it pretty much focused on two groups with Denise, Darrow, and Rosita. And then we had Eugene and Abraham. So, I mean, if you're a fan of those characters, you maybe like this episode since they featured a lot. I mean, if you're not, if you prefer your Rick Grimes, then yeah, you might not like this one.
Who doesn't prefer Rick Grimes over those five, man? But let's actually give a bit of credit.
I'm an Abraham fan, I'll be honest. I like Abraham. He's not amazing, but I like him.
He's like the most generic 7 out of 10 character you can get.
I don't think generic 7 out of 10.
He's a generic 7 out of 10, if that makes sense. He's like 7 out of 10, straight down the middle, his wee ginger moustache.
Come on, he's a bit funny, like.
He is,
He's the best of a bad bunch.
You know what? I think season 6 they've just tried to cut his balls off from under him.
That's going to happen in 2 episodes' time.
He's going for a xenomorph and he's just taking insults.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like spoiler alert, guys, he does take Lucille like a champ.
Oh, he does.
Could you imagine if Eugene had to take it?
I'm actually looking forward to reviewing that episode. And
yeah, look at the way Rick was getting on.
No, actually,
at least Abraham looked up and fucking told him to suck his nuts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Abraham to the See, that's the thing. I've never seen Abraham cower. He's just accepted it. Fuck, he's lost the most attractive woman left in the world, and he's pretending it doesn't even matter. I mean, what the fuck?
I wanted to go for an alien.
You know, he's traded in fucking Rosita for xenomorph, and he's walking around like there's no issue there. It's like
his new best buddy's Eugene. He's taking shit for Eugene.
He doesn't care. He's like, that's alright, no worries. Eugene, Negan points a big fucking baseball bat, wrapped with barbed wire, and he's like, that's alright. Give it your best shot. Swing, mate.
No exceptions.
You know, it's like Abraham's accepted the show's shite and he's ready to go. He's clocked out and he's finished.
Aye, we're not clocking it. We're just clocking in. But we'll get to that episode.
Unfortunately,
looking forward to that episode. But I mean, I think they butchered Rick as a main character. I mean, actually crying, like snot bubbles coming out his nose. It's like, it didn't... Nah, I think they butchered the Rick Grimes character there, man.
They did. And you know what? He was kind of getting on like that even before the Carl stuff. I think it was more Rick. It wasn't just like because he threatened...
There was like blood over him and he was looking around.
It wasn't just because they threatened to cut Carl's arm off. I think it was just Rick realising, fuck, we are done. We're not getting out of this one.
No, I think it's a brilliant...
And maybe because he's the leader and he's realised, oh my, like, no, this is it, you know, everything we've done, everything we've got away with, we ain't got away with shit and tonight we pay, kind of deal.
But how many times in history, like TV or media and movies, like, does a group or like a duo or a trio just accept their fate? And Rick should have just accepted it instead of crying.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But a character we've buried is Morgan, but you know what? He built a jail cell here. I'm not going to bury him for this. I actually think building a jail cell is a pretty good idea.
I agree, but you know what? The
how we got here was awful, but...
Yeah.
He says to Rick, it'll give you some choices next time. And you know what? Long-term booking, folks, because this sells for Negan.
Like, I'm all for Morgan not going out of his way to kill and trying to not kill when possible, but this arc where he like damn right refuses to kill no matter whose safety he puts at risk, that is dumb.
Yeah.
You've got people running about Alexandria with blades trying to kill everybody, trying to kill all the residents, and this guy's doing his best to do wee judo moves so he's not hurting anybody. I get it. Like, can you try and not like you look at there's people in Rick's group. There's way too many people in Rick's group that, in my opinion, are too, let's say, trigger happy and willing to take a life.
Yeah.
Rick's group would remind you like a majority of police officers. You know, they'll just pull that trigger and without really thinking. I totally respect Morgan for not wanting to kill people, but it's the flat out refusal, even when he's in danger, to not kill someone, which I think is a load of shit.
No, absolutely, but Daryl, he looks through his bag, he finds that this wooden figurine that Dwight was carving. He tells him that I should have killed him. And Carol's like, they didn't hurt me, the saviors. Brilliant. Then we get Rosita, Denise, Daryl going off on their wee adventure. It's just so awkward. Daryl's driving this car. Denise just being the talkative fat bastard that she is. And then you've got Rosita. Let's just talk about it. She has like a hissy fit at them. Oh, I brought you, Daryl, because you remind me of my big bro. And Rosita, well, you're alone and I thought you needed this. What is this?
Yeah,
fucking cringe is what it is.
Let's not pretend that Denise is doing anybody a favour. She needed to go and get stuff and she's not capable of going herself.
They're doing her a favour.
Yeah, so they're trying to get supplies, they're trying to visit a hospital, trying to get medicine and whatnot. So Daryl complains about not using the railway tracks. Rosita's like, I don't care, your way's twice as long, I'm taking the tracks. Denise follows Daryl. Rosita, I mean, splitting up just seems like a dumb decision to me straight off the bat. But whatever. Daryl takes a long way. I refuse to believe Denise is taking the long way here. She's walking double.
Aye.
Denise.
Not a chance.
Nah. I'm no buying it. While this is happening though, we've got Eugene. He's brought Abraham to some like factory. He declares that he's going to start making bullets here. I guess it's like a steel factory or something like that. Aluminium.
An industrial machine shop.
Yeah, so he determines he can start making bullets here. Abraham basically says, "You're a genius, Eugene. This is what I'm talking about." A walker appears. Eugene's like, "Nah,
I call dibs.
Dibs. This is mine." He struggles with it. I mean, he could easily get bit. Abraham kills the walker because it's just not worth the risk, especially how important Eugene could be if he can actually make bullets.
Yeah.
And then Eugene has a hissy fit because he called dibs. Abraham's like, you know what, screw it, I just saved your life. Then Eugene basically says, look, you're an idiot. I played you all this time. I played you. I kept you close because I needed you. Now I don't need you. You're an idiot. You're a moron. Your use to me has expired. And it's like, who the fuck does Eugene think he is having the balls to say this shit to Abraham?
Yeah, see, a season ago, Abraham would have killed him. Here.
Yeah, fucking justifiable.
Not justifiable.
Yo, how many men did Abraham lose getting here? I'm pretty sure they started with 8.
Yeah.
They talked about numbers before. How many people died to protect Eugene over a lie?
No, but why doesn't Abraham...
No, but see if Eugene was truly... Eugene's a bastard, their character, and I'll tell you why. See if he was truly remorseful and felt guilt over what he done, you wouldn't be throwing this kind of shit in Abraham's face.
No, you know what? No, I know what I think would have redeemed it for Eugene. See when Negan pointed at Abraham and Eugene went, no, me, or something, and just pissed himself, and Negan had to kill him. But it just wouldn't have made sense. Abraham would be like, no, it's my time, son. But you're right, and it's like...
Instead of suck my nuts, Eugene could have said, piss my pants.
No, he shows no remorse for what he's done. He's a fat... See the fact that this guy survived the show and he's got about 140 episodes under his belt, it actually turns my fucking stomach.
Fucking sleeps with Rosita and they have a kid together? I mean, what the fuck?
That's like the ultimate betrayal to Abraham.
Lied to him, stole his girl, fucking... Oh, man, what the...
No, you know what? I actually think Eugene should have been killed back in season 5 for what he done. He got 3/4 of an army unit killed. Of a fucking lie?
Yeah.
In the real world, that would get you killed.
Abraham's like, right, well, you know, if I'm expired, you can figure your own way back. So they separate. We have Daryl, Rosita, and Fat-Ass trying to find supplies.
She has a brother called Dennis. She says, he was angry and brave. It was a dangerous combination. And Daryl's like, sounds like we had the same brother.
I'm willing to bet that Denise's brother was nothing like Meryl.
No, definitely not.
I think That's probably the worst thing Daryl said about Meryl this entire show.
Yeah.
Comparing him to Denise's brother. But we then see Denise, they're walking and she opens up this vehicle to try and get a soda. I believe it's one of Tara's favourite sodas.
Yep.
Rosita and Daryl think that she was an idiot, stupid for doing this, but she says, no, I'm not, because the soda's important. Then they're walking down the train tracks and she starts like pretty much ranting about how life, they've got to fight for it.
She's like, you're strong, you're smart, you're both really good people, and if you don't wake up, and then she gets shot, right? Why does this stupid bitch, why is she telling Daryl, right, a guy who's been an OG since the day one, how to survive in the zombie apocalypse? You were afraid to leave the kitchen about 10 minutes ago. You know, even Rosita, right, she's military proven, can handle herself.
Is she really military proven, or did she just wear that military gear to try and please?
Well, you know
Abraham?
what? She's more proven than Denise.
I think she's a cosplay military. I don't think she's legit military experienced.
You get my point, though.
But no, I get your point. Like,
why is Denise? You know, this would be like, see in the farm if Beth went out on a run with Shane.
And Beth laid in the law. It's like, you need to do this.
No, this just shows how this show went off the rails. No, this would be like.
See, back in season 2 when the show was good, Denise would have been doing the dishes.
No, absolutely. You know,
or she'd have been in the barn next with other farm animals.
See one of the workers, right, that was in the laundromat in Breaking Bad. They didn't go down to the lab and tell Walter how to cook the blue stuff, did they? No, they didn't do that because you know how to do it. You don't have to take fucking orders from them.
No. So anyway, she gets an arrow through the eyeball. Turns out Dwight's here with the Saviours. Dwight's looking forward to meeting Daryl again. He says the crossbow kicks like a motherfucker. And he wasn't aiming for Daryl, but I guess Denise had to take the brunt of that one. And we see that he's got a big burnt face, so obviously, yeah, he got caught by Negan. And they've also got somebody that Daryl knows. They've got Eugene. They pull out Eugene. Eugene's on his knees, and they're threatening to kill Eugene unless Daryl and Rosita take them back to their place and basically give them half of their shit.
So this is Dwight with a group of 12 men, so that's 13. I think there was some women in there, so 13 saviours overall here, right? Essentially,
I didn't see any women in this group, it was all men.
Was it? Alright, fair enough. So 13 men, right? Again, would not be risky. They don't know Alexandria, right? But it's like, they clearly know it's a big group. Is 13 people really going to be enough to take over? Probably not. But it's like, how easily does our survivor group here just wipe out these saviours? They leave Dwight with about 3 men.
Well, who's to say? I don't think Dwight necessarily meant right now you're going to take us back. I mean, there could have been a phone call made to Negan first. I would imagine...
They're keeping Negan under wraps here, though.
Yeah, but would you not imagine when it comes to going into a place for the first time, especially a group this big, that Negan would want to be the first in there?
Probably. I mean, Dwight did point out we normally kill one of you first, but Denise is lying there dead, so we've already done that. Eugene then gives up Abraham's location, but it turns out it's a plan. It's a masterful plan. It's mastermind. Neil goes over to check where Abraham is. You're probably like, Neil? Where the fuck you plucked that name from? That's his name.
How long's he last?
I don't know. About 5 more seconds. Eugene then bites the dick of Dwight. He bites D. D's D.
He does. And then, like, before we know it, the majority of the saviours get wiped out here. I mean... The Saviours is supposed to be an intimidating group full of guys that Negan trusts. I mean, they've ruled the roast for a very long time. Why are they so easily taken down?
What's so ridiculous about this though, right? It's such an open space. We're not talking about an apartment complex or a parking lot here with cars. They were in the middle of train tracks.
Yeah.
And Rosita and Daryl.
They hear gunfire from behind and literally every single one of them turns around. And it leads the two closest to Daryl and Rosita getting taken out.
Also, Eugene bites Dwight for about, 2 minutes, and no one thinks about putting a gun up to his head and shooting him.
Yeah, it's just weird. Daryl eventually does get a gun, but at this point, Dwight kind of crawls down the other side of the track, so he can't get a good shot at him. Dwight then tells everybody to retreat once we see zombies coming into the picture, and we see Dwight with about 3 or 4 saviours deciding to run through and make an escape. Daryl's going to go after them, but I believe it's Rosita tells him not to. And I guess they're just going to wait. So, yeah.
Well, you've already wiped out more than half. Why not go after them? Oh, because Eugene's been shot. Fuck Eugene, he's pathetic. Then the infirmary, I mean, you probably get the second best scene of the episode. You know how to bite a dick, Eugene. Good line there for Abraham. He's getting all the lines out for you.
Yeah, that was good. Yes, you showed how you can really bite a dick. Then...
He goes to Sasha, and this just feels... It doesn't feel organic, man. He's like, you said I had choices. You have them too. And then she invites him inside. It's like, Abraham, why couldn't he just... Why couldn't he have just said to, like, Rosita, you know what? I don't want this relationship / baggage right now. Why couldn't he have just been solo and just split up with her or something? He wanted to go solo. Why did they have to force it? They want Sasha. I would have accepted that a lot more.
Yeah, I don't know. Meanwhile, Rosita and Spencer look like they're going to be a thing. Look like they're a possible relationship. Tobin reads a note from Carol. She says she's leaving Alexandria. She says, I love you all here. I do. I'd have to kill for you, and I can't. I won't.
I hate this bitch.
So, is all this endless, mindless killing Carol's done? Is it catching up on her? I mean, who knows, to be honest? Who cares? I don't have any sympathy for Carol. She still killed Karen and David, if you ask me.
Yeah, she did, and she was talking to Morgan.
But she got forgiven for that simply because she's a woman.
10 episodes ago.
I guarantee you, if that's Bob that does that, is Tyrese going to get stroke his wee head and be like...
Malteser them?
Aye, that's what I was going to go with, but, it's not.
He probably cracks it open like Negan.
Yeah, but, like, how fucking, like... Is that not just completely, like, throwing out all the intelligence and writing, and is that not just, like, plot purposes completely just thrown out there that Tyrese doesn't get revenge because it was a woman that killed him and therefore he can't physically do anything?
No, it's pathetic is what it is.
That not... No, but is that not crazy? Are we living in the world now where... that if Tyrese did something to Carol, he'd be the bad guy? Because let's say if the roles are reversed and Carol was dating David and she was close to Karen, or even if she wasn't fucking close to Karen,
does it?
right? And it was Tyrese and Tyrese killed him. Do you not think people would be like, oh, Carol should kill him? Carol should get her revenge?
No, absolutely.
But Tyrese isn't allowed revenge.
See the beating that Tyrese was throwing on Rick and Daryl?
Yeah, I mean, look at what he was doing there. Oh, but he was hurt back then. Bullshit.
No one's asking Tyrese to torture Carol, but you know what? He should have just...
Fucking a right hook at least, man.
A right hook. Send her back to the kitchen.
I mean, is that the world we live in, though? I mean, so women can commit murder now and they're still exempt from... I don't know, being held accountable.
No, this is only a recent thing in TV shows.
Yeah, it's like I honestly don't get it. Like,
it's weird. See, in TV shows, it's almost like in the past the women never got involved in that life, but then like they did, and then because they did, we got woke that quick. You can't do anything about it. There was like no limbo period.
But because it's so woke and they want to make women look so powerful, we're seeing women commit more kills and more beatings like this. But now we're also seeing that men can't retaliate to any of the beatings. So it's like women are dishing out more beatings and killings than they ever have before. And now, but there's zero consequences.
Yep. Pathetic.
Unless it was a female that Carol was, like what if it was like Beth or something that had the cold and Carol killed Beth? Tell me Maggie would just be like, sorry, I forgive you.
No, of course. I know, it's ridiculous.
Of course not. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Carol's left. I don't really care. Morgan...
Does she not just spend, like, the next season in a wee cottage making cookies? And Morgan shows up at her door one day with, like, apples and oranges? Do you remember that scene?
That could be right. Anyway, that's pretty much the end of the episode. Look, was it a disaster? No. Did I enjoy some of the Abraham stuff? Yes. Was it great, though? I'm going to say no. I'm giving this episode 5 out of 10. And yeah.
I'll give you a 5 out of 10 as well. I just feel like we review The Walking Dead. There's so many holes to pick in it. There really, really is.
I mean, I kind of like the Abraham and Eugene stuff, and I guess the Daryl stuff picked up towards the end when Dwight got involved.
Yeah. But
there were some good lines for Abraham, so...
Yeah, but it was like a mirrored... This episode was just focusing on Eugene.
I know, even the Eugene lines were pretty good. It is as much as he had no right to say them. Like, you're used to me, it's expired or whatever, you know? Like, it's a funny line, but he's just got fucking no damn reason to say that.
How can he say that, though, after he literally saved his life? Anyway, 5 out of 10. Twice as far, twice as shite. Till then, peace.